Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. Shit. It has been exactly 7 days, but it has felt like a lot longer than that.
It's felt like a lifetime
since we've sat down at this table, but it was 7 days ago. 149 hours? 156 hours, I believe it has been since we last sat down here. And wow, what an emotional roller coaster it has been. The Super Bowl passed. What an outstanding performance.
very interesting, to say the least.
What a PSYOP, dude.
Yeah,
Rigged.
I can't believe that they won after they, like, it didn't seem like they were going to win, and then they won.
Absolutely rigged game, by the way.
Yeah.
And it happened to be the team with Travis Patty and Taylor Swizzle on it. And we were going to play a drinking game every time they panned to Taylor Swift. And we all would have been smashed.
Oh, blacked out.
If we would have taken that game seriously, because I counted 11 at times by the end. And then it went into overtime, so we had a little bit more. Oh my God, what a scam. What a PSYOP. Again, I think, was it you said it? That it went into overtime so they could run some more pharmaceutical company ads.
Yeah.
What a bunch of bull. The only ad that I saw that I was like, that's a good ad, was the Fly Eagles Fly one.
That one was funny.
Where the humans were acting like birds.
Wasn't that a YouTube TV ad?
Yeah, it was a YouTube TV ad. That one was really good.
It was funny.
The teaser for what's it called? Deadpool.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was cool because I like Deadpool. And I like
Wolverine.
And Wolverine, huge jacked man.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds are gonna get after it.
Yeah.
They're
both really good.
And it was just I'm a big sports guy. I'm a connoisseur of sports. I really enjoy them. I love playing them. I love watching them. And I just can't get enough. But when in the back of your mind you're thinking, this could be rigged. Halftime it goes in. It's 3-10. I'm like, okay. San Francisco's looking really good, even against a really good team. I mean, Chiefs are a really good team. San Francisco, in my opinion, way better team. They come out and they do this patty cake pancake thing. Nobody gets a first down until the like way deep into the third quarter. There's not one first down, so the illusion of Kansas City having like an insane defense, like they came out freaking firing, the illusion was there. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. The play calling was bad. Also, they were in Las Vegas, so Vegas didn't even have to call in.
Yeah. They were there.
They had the walkie-talkie from the dang Sphere. They were like, act like your defense is really coming alive. And San Francisco kind of pull back on the explosive plays that you've been making.
Yeah.
And then your best receiver also fake a cramp for us. Off the line. It's the end of the third quarter. Off the line, their best receiver, Deebo Samuel, is running his route. He's running a blocking route, so it's not even like he's running too hard. And he just goes to the ground with a hamstring cramp.
What?
I'm like, dude, I've never seen this guy.
Like he didn't drink enough water before the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I've never seen this guy cramp before. This guy is elite. He's an
and you
elite
got to
player.
imagine their prep before the actual Super Bowl is like electrolytes, carbs, like everything they need to be perfect to play.
Which sports cramps, I know they happen. But I don't know, for the elite of the elite to go down in the biggest game of the season to a cramp for a while is kind of off-putting to me. The 24-year-old quarterback of the 49ers, he was playing really well, and it looked like he was not under he was under pressure, but he wasn't under like mental pressure. He was under the pressure of the defense, obviously. But he was doing well the whole first half. He was doing awesome. And then the second half, I don't know what it was. I think it was probably Travi Patty slipped him $100 bill, or Taylor Swizzle said, "I'll sing you a song if you let us win," because that's what it looked like. It looked like Vegas came out second half, said tie it up, make it a tie ball game, and it was a tie ball game off of a missed extra point, or a quote unquote blocked extra point. A bunch of bull. By the way, you know how many blocked extra points are throughout the whole season?
How much?
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
Maybe 10. And for one to happen in the biggest game is kind of sus to me.
Yeah.
Sus to me. It is hard to like fake, I guess, a block like that because the ball's moving so quickly, but the kickers usually get the ball high enough where it hits nobody's fingers. Especially extra point, you're 25 yards out. It's like, what the frick? And so I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't legit, and they just want Kansas City to make them some more cash. They want Taylor Swift to be on the screen more. They want Kelsey doing his pharmaceutical ads. It's just a bunch of bull. And all the while that this was going on, that the Super Bowl was going on, our dear President of the United States, Commander-in-Chief, we don't exactly know where he was, but he definitely was not thinking about the Super Bowl because historically all the presidents go to the Super Bowl and they say a speech and then the game happens.
Yeah.
Decided not to go to the Super Bowl and say a speech in front of all those people because he probably would have got FJB'd. But he did release a video on Twitter, and let me play it for you. This is during the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl Sunday. If you're anything like me, you like to be surrounded by a snack or two while watching the big game. You know, when buying snacks for the game, you might have noticed one thing. Sports drinks bottles are smaller.
So the world is crumbling around us. The Super Bowl is taking everyone's minds off of World War III, and Biden comes up with saying that snacks are a bit smaller than they used to be.
Fewer chips, but they're still charging you just as much. And as an ice cream lover, what makes me the most angry is that ice cream cartons have actually shrunk in size, but not in price. I've had enough of what they call shrinkflation. It's a ripoff. Some companies are trying to pull a fast one by shrinking the products little by little
like
and
Uncle
hoping
Si.
you won't notice. Give me a break. The American public is tired of being played for suckers. I'm calling on companies to put a stop to this. Let's make sure businesses do the right thing now.
He's mad that there's less ice cream, but the price is the same.
He's like, why is ice cream they're taking my ice cream away?
They think we're suckers. We're not. We're American citizens. We're not suckers. Ice cream.
Jill, come over here. Does this look smaller?
This is shrinkflation.
Does this look smaller to you?
Jill, this is so small.
Was this the same price?
We're getting played for suckers.
All Super Bowl is going on, and our Commander-in-Chief is worried about his ice cream carton size.
Sports drinks didn't notice they're so small now.
He's going after big corporate for no reason because he kind of is big corporate. He's the kind of the biggest corporate.
Yeah, he is.
And he's mad about his ice cream size being small. So it's hard to even commentate on that one because it's just so ridiculous.
It's just so out of nowhere. Like, why? What? I don't even know what question to ask about that because there's nothing. It's just. I'm not surprised, but it's really weird.
It's such a funny thought. Like, you're all at the Super Bowl. And the president says he's going to make a statement at the Super Bowl. He comes up on the Jumbotron. Why is the ice cream getting smaller?
The carton's same price. Carton's getting smaller year after year. Big difference in size of ice cream. Getting less ice cream, getting ripped off. You're playing this for suckers.
Less ice cream, more money, shrinkflation. And you know whose fault it is? It's not my fault. I just want more ice cream. And he'll get his ice cream, and it is just really, really funny that his administration kind of let that fly. Super Bowl Sunday.
They're gonna bring him up like a big Ben and Jerry's to the Oval Office, and he's not gonna be the first president to get a BJ in the Oval Office.
Yeah. And that's for sure. Did you hear about the White House thing where there was 2 dudes doing gay stuff in the White House?
And Barack Obama and that guy.
Oh, this was recently.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. And there was no punishment for them because they were doing gay and not straight. Hilarious.
Where?
In the White House.
Just
somewhere.
Just doing weird.
Somewhere.
Oh.
I'd expect it's in the bowling alley somewhere.
Probably. That's
playing around with them pins.
Yeah. Where were those pins getting put? Where are they? You know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. It was a stellar week for Biden this week. He called he mixed up the Egyptian guy and the Mexican guy. I think they're the presidents or whatever. Then he said he had a talk with a dude that had been dead for 37 years. He's like, I talked to this guy the other day. I'll bring up another clip. It's just too much fun. Oh, here's a good one.
There is some movement, and I don't want to, well, maybe choose my words. There's some movement. There's been a response from there's been a response from the opposition, but yes, I'm sorry, from Hamas, but it seems to be a little over the top. We're not sure where it is. There's a continuing negotiation right now.
Oh.
And hold on, let me choose my words.
Let me choose my words. So there seems to be.
That's like your 5th grade. They're like, you have to give a presentation on something.
Yeah. So hamsters are.
Hi everybody, my name is Gus. I am 5 years old. And yeah, I would like to talk about cows. Hold on. Let me choose my words. The opposition, I mean Subaru.
Yeah, Hamas. You forgot. Oh, it's so insane that people are saying they want to vote for him again.
I know, and this is all this week. I got all these clips from this week. This is incredible. This is Biden walking out of actually an ice cream store, funny enough, and they ask him if he wants to debate Trump.
Donald Trump is ready to debate you right now. Do you accept?
He just said that on radio. What they debate you immediately, he says.
Immediately?
Yes.
Will you debate him?
If I were him, I'd want to debate me too.
If I were him, I'd want to debate me
If
too.
I were him, I'd want to debate me too.
Haven't you heard me? I can't say shit.
He's just standing there with his ice cream cup.
I'm hungry for some ice cream.
If I wanted to debate me as well.
He's probably right.
Segment. Dang, we should do this every week. Every week is a Biden segment. Freaking
Biden biffs.
Love it. Next clip from Wednesday.
When we pushed all these programs, I said I'm going to be a president for everybody, whether you live in a red state or a green state.
Ooh, a red state or a green state?
Never thought there was a green state out there.
It's the Matrix.
There's a couple of green states out there.
Yeah.
I tell everybody when I became president, I want to be the leader of a red state or a green state.
I like how fast he's going too. They get. I think what they're probably doing is they're probably putting stuff in his ice cream. So that's probably where they put all the amphetamines for when he's got to go talk, and they also give him like the downers when they need him to just sit. And stop doing
to
stuff.
Chill him out.
Yeah, so that's probably why he's so into ice cream because he's
Sitting here on
he's like
Super Bowl Sunday eating my Xanax ice cream.
he's actually physically addicted to his ice cream and he doesn't know why.
He does his Coke infused
They've got
ice cream.
all kinds of goodies in his ice cream. He's like, the ice cream's getting smaller. I'm gonna need more ice cream. Ice cream's getting too small these days.
By the way, in the background, he had Turkey Hill ice cream, kind of a subpar ice
Yeah,
cream
you'd
as
think he'd
far as
have, like-
choices. Freaking Tillamook, way better. Ben
Yeah.
and Jerry's, way better. Ben and Jerry's kind of aligns with his views a little bit more too, so I don't know why he's not. Well, probably because they only sell the pint.
Yeah, and
He
needs a
much,
gallon.
He needs
or,
much
or
more,
more.
than that to get the dosage that they need to give him without him tasting it. Clip number 5. 5 days in a standard work week, and we have 5 clips. Isn't that incredible?
For months when you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, watch me. Many American people have been watching and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is
this
your
according to
judgment.
public
That is
polling.
not
They
the
expressed
judgment of the
concerns-
press.
They expressed concerns about your mental acuity. They say that you are too old. Mr. President, in December, you told me that you believe there are many other Democrats who could defeat Donald Trump. So why does it have to be you now? What is your answer
Because
to
I'm the
that
most
question?
qualified person in this country to be president of the United States and finish the job I started.
For months when you
Delusions of grandeur.
I absolutely love that.
How would you not be delusional though if you were him? Like, you're just eating ice cream and like sometimes you have to talk. You never have to come up with what you have to say because they already write it for you, and you're just like rolling around like, I did it, Bidenomics.
There was another one, but I couldn't find it. And they sent him up to do some press work after 9 p.m., which is far past his bedtime, in case you guys didn't know. And they just let him rip, and he went off script, and it was the craziest thing. Like, they were asking him, actually asking him some, like, tougher questions.
Yeah.
And he was just getting irritated like that. That is your judgment. It's your judgment.
He's just like, he'd be doing fine if that was just like someone's grandpa. They're like, hey, you know, these days he says weird stuff every once in a while, but like
He's not
doing
fine.
pretty well. But when you have
Grandpa is about to croak because the dementia is flooding his mind. And if he doesn't have his cocaine at 9 a.m., then he's not a person.
well, that's the creepy thing too, is that you see him in these different states. Like you see him in the almost dead state, and then you see him and they're like, hey, it's a red state, it's a green state, I don't know what
Yeah.
state it is, whatever state you're from. He's got something coursing through his veins.
So I don't know what they're like. Every day that I look at the Democrat the Democrat nomination, and basically Biden right now has it as a lock. Every day it seems like less and less that he has a lock, but there's really no one else that's kind of going after the crown.
Yeah.
So I'm really wondering who they're gonna, because if Biden is nominated, he's gonna get absolutely slaughtered.
Yeah.
Like, not a question. I mean, all the polls are out where it's like 76% of America thinks he is wretched and awful.
Yeah.
Which is not what it was 4 years ago.
And that's crazy numbers.
Crazy numbers.
That's not, especially in kind of like the state of things today, to have a blue president getting 76 disapproval is crazy.
It's nuts. And so I don't know who they're going to pull out of the bag for that one, because obviously Trump on the other side has got it locked down. But I don't know, like they're talking about Newsom, but Newsom, everyone kind of hates Newsom too, because of the
'cause what he
lockdown
did with the
situation. Yeah,
lockdown.
that sucked. So I wonder who they're gonna fish out of the bail this time, or the pail.
We
Who's
could go
coming
hit-
out the bucket?
They could roll Hillary again. I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
She might get beaten worse than Biden does.
Yeah.
Holy frick.
I know. It's like Trump is coming in with like all the odds in his favor. Like he's got a stacked like situation right now.
He's got a stacked deck. He's got the kind of royal flush right now.
He's got the royal. His hand is so good. His tiny hand is so good.
Except for the election interference. He's probably got a flush.
Yeah.
The royal, it's not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really wonder who's gonna come out and do something, because Biden is not. That dude, I think that dude's got 2 years of life.
I remember when he got elected and we were all like, oh shoot, he might not make it 4 years.
Yeah. Well, when he got elected, we were like, at least it's going to be funny. And then it was really funny. It's still really funny, but the wake of disaster that has ensued is just monstrous. I mean, World War III on the brink. We got Russia on the move, taking out countries. The Middle East is popping off.
Yeah.
Our inflation is insane. I'm sorry. What did you call it? Not the
shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation. Ice cream has gone up 100%. I can't believe it. I didn't think that it would be as bad as I thought. It would just be like, okay, haha. He says really stupid things, okay, like once a week, and now we can move on. But whoever gets in office is gonna have to pull out the broom and the duster and clean this crap up. And I'll tell you what, it's not gonna be anyone soft. It's got to be someone hard. It's got to be someone erect.
Never mind oil. Car's electric. Very fast. Very fast. I'm talking ice cream. Ice cream's gone way up.
It's my favorite flavor.
This is American. American's citizen. Not going to get run over. Fast electric cars.
I took my son fishing. Ooh, fish food ice cream. Ben and Jerry's great flavor. Just the sidetracks. I can't believe it, and it's so hilarious. Everything's coming down in the blaze of glory right now, and I'm having a good time. Let me tell you that. I'm having a good time hanging out with me, myself, and I guess. But
well, yeah, we got this like. I don't think it's a coincidence that we're at the brink of a World War III right now. I think it's because there's no great leadership in any of the countries that are usually the ones who are the big stern parent figures. Yeah. The United States is normally all over being the stern rule with a heavy hand, because as soon as you let any power vacuum, it gets filled with crazy forces. You can't just be like, okay, we're not gonna do anything and you be good.
I mean, yeah. Well, Russia on the move, China on the move. I mean, they're doing it pretty. I mean, Russia's not doing it quietly, but China doing it very quietly and just rubbing their paws together. I mean, they're more on the technologically take out the United States side, but also, I mean, that's just phase one.
But they're also running out of people very fast. That's the only thing. The only thing about China is that they're
except for they have 1 billion people.
Yeah, but they're at a population crisis.
Yeah, the whole you can't have more than one kid thing is kind of biting them in the butt.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can't just fix that. You can't just have a bunch more kids. It's not how it works. There's a delay. It's a super delayed thing. Let's see.
Oh, China #1.
Experts see China's population shrinking by 109 million. More than triple the decline of their previous forecast.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, what do they have? They have... It's going to dwindle to less than 800 million. That's still a lot of people. That's still a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. But how many people live in like New York City? What is that, like 50 mil? Something like that?
8.4 mil.
You taking out freaking 12 of those? 13 New York City's dead. Boom. Imagine if New York City just was like emptied.
There'd be so many people.
That's a lot of freaking people. Just croaking. That is insane.
They're going to shrink by 109. That's more than 10 New York cities.
That's a third of United States
Yeah.
evaporated. That's crazy.
And the thing is, that's not going to stop. Like, they would have to have, like, the replacement is 2.1. So if you have on average 2.1 kids or more, that's replacement.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have, I guess it's 2 is replacement. 2.1 is growth.
I like that. How do you have 0.1 of a child?
Well, it's on average. So if you have 10 people and one has 3
On
kids, one group has 3 kids, the rest of them have 2 kids. That's 2.1 on average.
Ooh. I wouldn't want 0.1 of a kid.
Well, the thing is, yeah. That's not good. But there's a lot of countries right now that are doing the same thing. They're having like crazy population shrinkage. We can barely keep up with our population, and we're getting droves. Is that the right word? Droves of people in through our southern border, and we're barely keeping up with population.
Wow.
Even
because those
including
dang
that.
millennials.
Yeah.
They think they don't need to spawn in. But let me tell you what, you need to spawn in.
You can't consent to being born.
And it's also that they're all having kids at like 35.
I know. Yeah, all of them are going to be old, and that's going to make this weird like there's going to be a bunch of people in the generation under us who are either born to Gen Z or millennial. Like half of them will be millennial born and half of them will be Gen Z that are having kids younger.
Yep.
So there'll be like 2 sections of society, the ones with the old parents and the ones with the young parents.
It'll be the weirds and the not weirds.
Mm-hmm. Are you an old parenter or a young parenter? Mine
Ew,
are
an
old.
You're an older.
The millennials are going to be insufferable as old people.
Oh, they are. They're going to be so bad.
That's so funny. The generation thing is so funny to like just generalize a whole group of people by their age and then just say stuff about them is so much fun. Like it's so funny. Like the baby boomers used to be these like young, spry, like you'd never seen so many people before, and now they just get like you can use literally the name of their generation towards them as an insult.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. They're like, oh,
Yeah, whatever you say, boomer.
hey, you don't get my ice cream.
Yeah, they're cashing out too. They're going back to dust.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge dip in our population.
Yeah, the boomer.
They're going to boom again. They're going to be dead booming. Death boom.
Death boom.
Speaking of population control, all that stuff, we're 2/3 of the way through Matrix trilogy.
Ooh, my God, what an incredible
And
movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I realize it's been a very long time since I've seen it.
Let me tell the audience real fast kind of what you do while you're watching a movie. Ticking me off. That's what you're doing while you're watching a movie.
Me?
Yeah, because we're watching these awesome fight scenes that were filmed in the 90s. And obviously there's some shoddy CGI in it. And Tyler, of course, has to call it out.
Yeah.
He's like, that don't look real.
Well,
That looks terrible.
my brain can't focus on the plot of a movie for too long, so I have to give it little treats
Oh.
during watching the movie. Like I have to give my brain little treats. And
There is
some
no
of the
plot.
Some of the one of the treats I give myself is like dissecting how they did the movie, so I can start focusing on that for a little while, and I'm still actually looking at the movie. It's like a way to get myself to watch whole movies. And when I was watching this, like the most famous fight scene maybe ever from where he's fighting all the Agent Smiths.
Yep.
And it would just do this thing where it'd be all practical effects, and then it would just completely switch to the whole thing is CGI, and it's so obvious. And then it would switch back to practical effects, and then it would switch back, and it was so funny because it looks like, you remember that scene from Harry Potter when he's getting shaken around on the broom and it looks so fake? That's what I think about.
Yeah, it looks like a modern day video game.
Yeah.
Which it keeps me engaged just enough to look past the bad CGI. That's just how I see it. But that the plot and the everything is just unbelievable.
There's a couple parts in it where it's like I wanted to be able to see the transcript or something and read it, because like when he goes and sees the curator or whatever the guy's name is, the creator.
Yeah.
The guy that dude's speaking, and it's like it's really well written what he's saying. It's very kind of complex the way he's saying stuff. I'm just sitting there trying to follow what he's saying, and
it's tough.
It's
It's
cool.
tough to know what that dude's saying. I watched it so many times, and that was like, we watched it, was it yesterday, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
That was like the first time where I was like, okay, I kind of get what he's laying down.
Yeah.
Which it's like complex, but it's a complex movie. I'm just like the theory that they're filming is a complex theory.
Yeah.
Of AI machines taking over Earth and war, and humans are sent underground, and they are now freaking harvesting humans as bad. Or it's all like very complex. Even the imagination to be able to come up with, that's a whole new world.
Yeah, and it's like it's cool because it's kind of got that sci-fi like thing going on, but it's also got that like fantasy, like the prophecy, and he is the one, and there's all this stuff going on with like it's almost religious.
It's a super biblical movie.
Yeah.
I don't think they even intended it as that, but if you really break the movie down, it's the exact story of Christ. And even at the end, when he gives himself up for all of humanity, it's like it's like the coming of him and the resurrection, like him dying on the cross and resurrecting 3 days later. That's even in the beginning, basically.
Yeah.
With the pill situation, and him getting shot, and out of pure love, he comes back to life and saves the world. It's a poetic movie, and Morpheus is my favorite character.
Oh, he's so good.
He's written so well. He says the most perfect thing. Every scene with that dude, you're just like, what's gonna come out of his mouth? You're like, that was perfect.
Yeah. He's like, we can't trust that we can't have enough hope for this. And he's like, I don't think it's a matter of hope. I think it's a matter of time.
That is so cool. It's not a matter of hope. It's a matter of time. And that's true.
Yeah.
With everything. Hoping is just, you hope for something, which comes with time. So you hope for time.
Some things in this world never change. He was saying he could dance.
Yeah.
Some things in this world never change. Like, that's the coolest way to say you can dance.
Oh, God.
That dude is awesome.
Yeah, we got to watch the third one. Bad.
What's that dude's name that plays Morpheus?
Lawrence Fishburne.
That dude is cool.
Oh, he's so cool. And I tried to find his sunglasses when I first watched The Matrix. I got
that
obsessed.
Clamp onto his nose.
Yeah, they have no ear units.
Yeah.
No arms.
No arms.
And I tried to find those when I first watched The Matrix. I fell in love with his character, and I was like, I have to get those glasses. And I couldn't find them anywhere because they don't work. But I'm sure, like, now, somehow you could get them on there.
Yeah.
But they're listening. They're these little round glasses that he just attaches to the bridge of his nose, and they just stay there. There's no arms over the ears or anything. They're like the coolest thing ever. It's so cool because he takes them off and puts them on so easily. There's no like fiddling around with like getting him on his ears. He's just like, and they're on. Oh, what an incredible movie. And even people like dog the second and third one for no reason, because the second one is incredible too.
It is funny because it's like some kind of crazy mix between like Star Wars and the Terminator and John Wick. It's like
It's Keanu.
yeah. Well, Keanu plays
like-
the same guy in everything pretty much, which is why like
Yep.
you have to cast him based on what he does. You can't expect him to like mold to the movie. You got to mold the movie to him a little bit, and when you do, it
that's
turns
poetic.
out really good. That's like I was watching Christian Bale. Like you've seen the transformations of Christian Bale.
Mhm.
Like 2 years, in 2 years he'll be like, oh, he was like fat, and then he's like super skinny.
Mhm.
He's done just crazy commitment to the roles that he's in, and he can like actually shapeshift as the most a human can.
Human shape.
And he doesn't even have he's a British dude, Christian Bale, and I didn't even know that until very recently, listening to him in an interview, because he's always playing these Americans.
Yeah.
He's
The
super.
Dark Knight.
Yeah. You can just cast him in anything, and he'll shapeshift into the role. Do you like Huey
he was
Lewis
so
in the
good.
News?
Yeah, him in the American Psycho.
Yeah, he's
Really-
great in that.
really
he was
funny.
in Ford versus Ferrari. So good.
So
in that.
good. He was British in that,
Yeah, I guess he was, wasn't he?
or Australian maybe.
Yeah, and then he was in how do you go from Batman to Patrick Bateman to that dude can. That's like
No,
a
he did.
real
The
actor.
skinny one was The Machinist. I never watched that movie, but I saw his physique in it. It was crazy. Just the anorexic physique.
Yeah.
Crazy physique. Man, movies are good. Oh my god, that goddamn show, Love on the Spectrum.
Ooh.
The new season, just incredible. The freaking, there's so many just legendary moments in that. Connor being like so nervous. He's on his like date with his second date with Emily. He's like, "Could I hold your hand?" she's like, "Yeah, sure." And then they like fiddle with each other's hands for a while.
It's like 3 minutes of them trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to hold hands.
And then he pulls back. He's like, "That felt strange."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I thought it felt nice." And then it's just quiet.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
sorry, I just it's a little fast for me.
And him at the speed dating meeting that first girl. I think her name was Sasha. And and he's like, "What sort of things do you enjoy?" she's like, "I really like Transformers." And his eyes like light up. He's like, "You do? You like Transformers?" That was very heartwarming. And then his like total mental breakdown at the speed dating, where he's like, "Stop yearning. My heart yearns.
Be still, my heart. Stop yearning. It's not love.
It's not love. It's just a crush." He's so, and his family kind of just like giggles at him because
Yeah.
he's so serious. And
His
he's
family will say something like, his mom was like, "So do you like her? Like, do you get excited when you hold her hand?" And he's like, "Mom, that's kind of a sensitive subject."
She's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. All right, fine,
Yeah.
that's fine. Like, that's kind of a sensitive subject, Mom.
Yeah, the pause is crazy.
He'll pause at the front of a word and he'll just resume.
He'll pause. Yeah. And they never Tanner, that dude, that crazy dude he smiled so much.
Yeah.
They never kind of gave us a like what exactly happened to Tanner, because he went on a date with the Katie, the Down syndrome girl, and then that was the last episode we saw of him. But apparently they didn't make it.
It was like they had the like social coach trying to teach them how to be social, and they're over FaceTime, and she's like, okay, let's do a mock conversation when we're at the zoo. I'll be her and you be you. Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. And he's like, do you like the zoo? Oh, yes, I like the kangaroos, the rhinoceroses, the gorillas, the monkeys, the chimpanzees, the zebras, the elephants, the lions, and he just goes for... He
forever.
lists every animal that
Every
exists.
animal.
And she's like, now, do you realize that you talked for like 10 minutes and I didn't get to say anything? He's like,
Yes, ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And she's like, do you think that she would like that she wasn't able to talk? No, ma'am. No. Like, do you think she might be sad? And he makes this like, he's still smiling, but he looks like a concerned smile. And she's like, are you going to let her talk? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. He's so
Thank you.
awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
He's so awesome. He's so
I like
sweet.
fish. I like turtles. I like crocodiles. My favorite animal is the silverback gorilla. What is your favorite animal?
She's like,
Yeah. He's like, the same.
yeah. It's the same. That was her answer to almost every question he asked her.
Yeah, it was.
She's like, I like dinosaurs. Do you like dinosaurs? The same.
The same. Me too.
Me too. And
He said that at the date.
and he just looks a little confused and then moves on. I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time?
My food's really good. How about yours? Me too.
Me too. I'm having a really fun
I
time.
felt so
she started
bad.
crying, but it wasn't. She wasn't.
She was like, she was like leaking.
She was. Yeah. Just. I don't. She wasn't sad. She just.
It was
was
just
probably a
it was
little
just
stressed
a
out.
little leakage.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad though.
Some tears coming out, but it wasn't like. Yeah. I don't think it was on
And then-
purpose.
And then she went to the bathroom during the date, and I was like, she's not coming back. But
Yeah, she was
came,
like,
she came back.
Can I go to the bathroom?
'Cause
Yes.
Those Down syndromes, they're horned up, and they're not leaving a goddamn date. Let me tell you what.
No, they're always amped. Like that's what I love about the Down syndrome people is that like it doesn't matter who they get set up with. They're like, he's so incredibly good looking.
He's so hot.
Yeah.
He's so hot. I want to mess him up.
I like how what's his name? Travis?
James?
No. The guy with the smile, the smiley guy.
Tanner?
Tanner, yeah. Tanner lives with I don't know what he even is. Autistic maybe?
Tanner?
Yeah, I don't know what he is.
Dude, he's on the spectrum. He's on the
He's
spectrum.
just on the spectrum somewhere.
He's so far on the
He
spectrum.
lives with 2 Down syndrome guys, and the 3 of them together survive.
They work it out.
Yeah, they can get it done.
Dude, that scene where he's like about to go on the date and his Down syndrome roommates are like giving him advice.
Yeah.
He's like, don't hold their hand. It might be too soon.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, don't listen to these guys.
No, these guys don't really know what they're up against.
These guys don't know what they're doing. But that dude, James, I think is my favorite.
James is funny.
James is my favorite. He's like, his hair, he's like obsessed with his hair.
Yeah.
He's like, do you think my hair looks good? Do you think my hair looks good?
Do you think my hair looks good today?
Dude, I found this guy's Instagram. Oh shoot.
Ooh.
I found James's Instagram and I went on like a rampage yesterday, just watching, and it's so funny. And he does the same. Well, obviously he does the same crap on Instagram that he does on the show.
Yeah.
But I was like scrolling through his feed, and there's this random post. Let me pull it up. There's this post that's like so random. In the middle of his feed, it says it's a picture of a Liquid Death box. And he goes, whether you are relaxing alone at home or sharing a fun time with your friends, hydration is always a necessity. So # murder your thirst with a stone cold can of Liquid Death.
He's freaking sponsored?
And then he posts a picture of him with it. And then, oh, freak, where's the comments? Oh, they're there. And then this hoe bag in the comments says, James, if you're doing paid ads, you need to reflect on the post just for future reference if, in fact, this is a paid ad. Then James replies, this is not a paid advertisement, as I am promoting these products purely for my own enjoyment.
No way!
Yeah, he did. He's, oh my god, I just laughed so
He's doing
hard.
ads for free.
He just likes Liquid Death so much that he said all that. And
Hey, but that's like right up with their marketing slogan and everything.
it
Murder
is.
Your
I think he
Thirst.
copy pasted it. He had to have.
Oh my gosh.
There he
Pull
is.
up a video of him talking, saying something.
There he is. We'll just click on a random one.
Restaurants have themes. Like, for example, Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse, when it still existed, had a Canadian Rockies theme. The Outback Steakhouse has an Australian Outback theme. Longhorn Steakhouse has an American Wild West theme. The Rainforest Cafe naturally has a Rainforest theme, and there are others as well. I'm sure there are some restaurants that like to harken back to Americana from decades past or whatever. There are other themes. Yes, there are other themes as well, but I have not yet seen a Viking-themed restaurant. Would that not be amazing? I very much would like to see it. We call it Valhalla or Odin's Lair or the Hall of Heroes or something like that, but yes, that would be amazingly awesome, I think, and yes, I'm not...
And this guy will go on
I
for
love
several hours
that, dude.
about this. There was one video where Theo Von posted on it, and he commented like
No
something just
way.
hilarious. Let's see if I can find it.
Diamond loves those dudes.
See, here he is again. Here I am, relaxing and enjoying music on my new headphones from @Creative Labs. Music is one of my greatest passions and pastimes, so I always like to listen on the highest quality equipment, and Creative Labs is one of the best names in the game.
He's just posting
He's
ads.
just
for
posting
fun.
ads.
Sunday. But of course, I'm certain that many people wonder why the game is always held on a Sunday. So I did some research, and it turns out the reason for which the Super Bowl is always held on a Sunday is for viewership. They get more viewers that way. I know it's a little bit disappointing that the NFL is bowing to commercial greed and corporate overlords, but that is simply how it is, I guess. But yeah, I dearly wish that it just cuts into the enjoyment of the day that we have to worry about going to work the next day. So, of course, as I've been saying numerous times, if we could work 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., that would not be a problem. Or perhaps, we could move the Super Bowl to the Sunday before President's Day. I think that is the best solution. But of course, that would mean starting the NFL season 2 weeks later. And of course, that means nothing to me. I don't really care.
What would that fix? Wait, what? Moving the Super Bowl to the Sunday before President's
Because we have
Day?
that Monday off. So
Oh.
he's saying we'd have the next day off.
Oh, dang. You guys are ahead of me. Anthrax. Oh, he likes Anthrax. Oh, this it is. Oh, no. He posts so much, actually. Let me see if I can find the one.
How
where-
many followers does he have?
He has 313,000.
Damn. He's in the same shirt in every video.
I think he makes several videos a day.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh god, he's so funny. He just has these like kind of funny hot takes.
He's prolific.
Let's see what he says on here.
I shall admit that I like to be the center of attention. I understand that may not necessarily be a good quality or something of which to be proud, but I admit that it is true. And so even if people are saying negative things about me, they are still talking about me. When I was younger, much younger, mind you, I would often make a huge fuss and get angry if people were not paying attention to me. So of course, I'm a grown adult now, so I understand that I cannot always be the center of attention, and that usually does not bother me. I do not make too big a
Dude, this video is like 9 minutes long, and then finding Connor or James, I stumbled upon Connor, and he is just as funny. I just can't. He's like just as like nervous in his videos.
Everyone, heard a lot of you were watching The Dragon Prince. Glad to hear it. A couple other shows I recommend. Number 1 is The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power on Prime Video. Number 2, The Witcher on Netflix. And number 3, I'd say would be Halo on Paramount Plus.
That's all from him.
Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about the Chinese New Year that's coming up. The year of the dragon.
The pause.
I'm sure a lot of you think, sure, it's just another year of the zodiac. But this year is when anything can happen. Bad, good, it's all the same. Big change.
Oh.
Big
change.
Big change. What does that mean?
At least he makes more sense than our president.
True. He speaks better too.
Yeah, he
Holy
does.
frick. James actually posted or commented on him that says, "Your enthusiasm is wonderful, and I'm very glad to see you're so excited for the new year."
Hi everyone, unfortunately, I give this message today with sad news. I'm sure some of you have heard King Charles III has recently been diagnosed with cancer. So, I'm sending all the best wishes and prayers for the royal family.
And on the show, he was obsessed with the royal family.
Loves the royal
he
family.
loves them. And his mom actually yelled at him. He said, "Connor, you're not in the royal family," at one point in the show, which is really funny. Prayers for the royal family.
I love how he talks. It's like almost annoying, but it's not annoying because he comes by it so honestly.
Dang, why are these Instagram trolls like getting on him? Connor, the crown does not care about you. Where's the sad news?
What? Why are they trolling him? That makes me sad. That's so sad that people are messing with him.
Yeah. Why are they messing with him? Frick off, dude. Stop messing with him. He's cool. I love that guy. The royal family does bad things, Connor. No need to feel bad for them. He just likes it, dude. He's autistic. He likes it. Just let him like it, dude. He also likes swords, and swords knock people's heads off. Holy frick. Frick off. If you're an Instagram commenter commenting on a special needs Instagram post, just die already.
Yeah.
Get death boomed. Thank you. That's my time. My TED Talk. Who's the other guy? Oh, is it Tanner?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find
Does
Tanner.
does he have Instagram?
I just love these guys. I'll get on. Oh, Tanner with the tism. There he is.
His name is Tanner with the tism?
Yeah.
It is.
See what he's got going on.
On the show, I talked about spreading joy a lot, but I do have bad days sometimes. It's normal to have bad days sometimes because we're all just human. Some of the things that help me is talking to my friends and family about it, going on walks, taking deep breaths, listening to my music, all those things that make me feel better. Another thing that gives me peace is having a Bible verse above my bed. I keep them taped up there and I read them at night.
He points.
Here are two really good verses. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Proverbs 3:24.
Oh, then he smiles.
You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Isaiah 26:3. Just remember, it's okay to have bad days, and remember to go spread joy when you feel better.
Oh my God, he's so sweet.
He's such a nice guy. He's like the nicest, purest guy you can be.
Holy frick. People are trolling these people. I can't believe that. James. I love James. I think James is my favorite. I wonder if I didn't check on Danny's Instagram.
Which one is Danny?
Danny's the baddie.
Oh yeah,
She
Danny's
is the baddie
one
that I was like,
yeah.
I could come on now. Come on now, Danny, come down to NC.
Well, she was trying to date regular guys.
We'll talk. She was, but she ended up with a non-regular. She ended up with that dude who's like, ducks are very good.
Yeah. Hello.
Do you like ducks?
Yeah. I think this is a wonderful date.
You look so beautiful, so snazzy.
Oh, you're talking about kissing.
Yeah. Oh my God, that last episode where Danny brought out the cupcakes and she's like, this is what kissing feels like right on the top, and she's like,
yeah, she starts making out with this cupcake.
She starts making out with the cupcake.
She's like, I read this thing that's like, however you eat a cupcake, that's how you kiss. She's like, so we're gonna be practicing, and he doesn't believe it, and then
He thinks it's a joke, so
he takes a bite.
He's diving into
he
this
takes
cupcake.
a big bite of the cupcake, and she's like, "Oh, that's not a very good kiss." And he's like, "Oh, I see what's going on." And he starts trying to
He's
kiss
like, "Oh,
it.
okay, just a moment."
He just starts kissing this cupcake. It's so awkward. It's so awkward.
It's so uncomfortable. And then she's like, "Why don't we put the skills to the test?"
And they start making out just obnoxiously, but it's like it's not normal.
Not normal.
It's not normal, and it's obnoxious, and it feels there's like a
And
slight.
they talk during it. She's like, "Give it a little more tongue.
yeah.
Give it a little more tongue."
They're having a full blown conversation while making out, but it's barely making out. You gotta watch it. It's horrible, but it's really funny. It's one of those things where you gotta peek every once in a while, and then you kind of look away.
Oh my god, that last episode I watched by myself, and I was uncomfortable. I was writhing around on the ground screaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was no good.
Oh, but it's so funny. I can't believe it. That's one of my favorite. It's my favorite show on Netflix by far.
Yeah,
It's the Australia version. Oh my god.
It's so funny.
With Michael, I think Michael's my all-time fave from the Australia. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
There are too many Thomas the Tank Engines to know which one is my favorite.
What a good show. It's so funny because those guys are so endearing. You get so connected with these guys because they really are struggling and they want love so bad.
They do. Oh god, I love them. I love them so much. I don't even know them. I know everyone thinks I'm a guy that would make fun of them a lot. Even my family thinks I make fun of them.
Yeah.
But I actually just love them.
Yeah, they're so fun.
I don't know what they're talking about. I need to clear my name. This is my public clearing of my name.
Good, yeah.
I love them. I wasn't just making fun of them. That was just awesome. I want to hear his take on the Super Bowl. I want to know about the Royal Kong.
Yeah, and you don't have much time. You have your Instagram restricted, so you got to use that time wisely, and you're using it to watch them.
Yeah, I am. I love it. I love it so much. I got them on speed. I got a dang bookmark in my Safari that goes straight to their dang dude. It's pretty good.
Oh, you can get to them on Safari?
Nah, I can't get. It'll go through Instagram, but it'll take me straight as soon as it opens. It takes me straight to their page, which is good. Make sure I don't miss anything.
Yeah. All right, well, I think that's a pretty good episode. That's a short episode, but it's a good episode. That's 57 minutes.
Oh, perfect. That's another classic.
Yeah.
In the books.
Yeah.
For y'all Tuesday adventures. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday adventures.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening.
Catch me on the racetrack. Catch me
again.
on the racetrack. Yeah.
This episode will be called something about maybe the special friends. We'll figure it out. All right, see you guys.